Hey, have you ever heard of the Mandela Effect? It's been blowing my mind lately.
Oh, yeah? Wait, isn't that when a bunch of people remember something that didn't actually happen?
Yes, exactly that.
Right.
It's so wild how so many people can share the same false memory.
Like what? Give me an example.
Okay, so you remember the Monopoly man, right?
Yeah, the guy with the top hat and a monocle?
See, that's the thing. He never had a monocle.
Wait, what? Are you serious?
Yep, it's one of the classic Mandela effects. People swear he had a monocle, but if you look back, he never did.
That's insane. I could have
I
bet
know,
money on
right?
the monocle.
Same here, and there's more. Remember the line from Star Wars? Luke, I am your father?
Of course, it's iconic.
Well, hate to break it to you, but Darth Vader actually says, No, I am your father.
No way. How did we
Yeah,
all get that wrong?
that's the mystery. It's like our collective memory is playing tricks on us.
So, why is it called the Mandela Effect anyway?
Great question. Back
Thanks.
in 2009, a researcher named Fiona Broom discovered that thousands of people remembered Nelson Mandela dying in prison in the 80s.
But he didn't die until 2013.
Exactly. So she coined the term Mandela Effect to describe this phenomenon of shared false memories.
That's wild. Do we know why this happens?
Well, there are a few theories. Some people think it's proof of parallel universes or alternate realities.
Like we're slipping between different dimensions?
Yeah, it's like maybe in another universe the Monopoly man does have a monocle, and somehow we're remembering bits from that timeline.
That's a trippy thought, but is there any scientific basis for that?
Well, quantum physics does suggest the possibility of multiple dimensions, but
Right.
it's still largely theoretical.
So, what do psychologists say about it?
They mostly attribute it to memory errors,
Okay.
things like the misinformation effect, where repeated false information gets stored as fact.
Oh, so our brain's just filling in the gaps?
Exactly. For instance, with the Monopoly man, we might be conflating him with Mr. Peanut, who does wear a monocle.
Ah, that makes sense. Our brains
Yeah.
love to make connections, even if they're not accurate.
Right. And social influence plays a role too. If a lot of people believe something, it reinforces that memory for others.
Kind of like a collective illusion.
Exactly. And with the internet, these misconceptions spread even faster.
So, do you think it's all just memory mistakes?
Honestly, I think it's a mix. While memory errors explain a lot, some cases are so widespread it's hard to dismiss entirely.
Like which ones?
Well, the Berenstain Bears is a big one.
Oh, yeah. I always thought it was spelled Berenstein with an E.
Me too. But it's actually Berenstain with an A.
No
Isn't that
way.
weird?
Super weird. It's like we're in some kind of glitch.
Speaking of glitches, some people think it's evidence we're living in a simulation.
Like the Matrix?
Exactly. Maybe these are
Wow.
glitches in the code of our simulated reality.
That's a crazy thought. But then, why would the simulation change small details like a logo?
Good point. Maybe it's just imperfections in the system.
Or perhaps we're just overcomplicating it and our brains are just imperfect.
That's possible. The brain isn't exactly a flawless recording device.
True. But it's fun to speculate about parallel universes and simulations.
Definitely, it makes you question reality a bit. Like, what else could we be misremembering?
Have you heard about the Fruit of the Loom logo?
Yes, people remember it having a cornucopia behind the fruit, but it never did.
Exactly. I was sure there was a cornucopia.
Me too, it's so strange.
So, what's your favorite theory about the Mandela effect?
Honestly, I like the parallel universe idea. It's fascinating to think we might be experiencing bits of alternate realities.
Yeah, it's a compelling thought, but I'm more inclined to believe it's our brains playing tricks.
That's fair. The human mind is pretty complex and prone to errors.
Absolutely. But regardless, it's intriguing how widespread some of these false memories are.
Definitely. It shows how connected we all are in our experiences.
So, do you think we'll ever find definitive proof about what's causing the Mandela effect?
Maybe someday.
Hopefully.
As science advances, we might uncover more about how our minds work or about the nature of reality itself.
Until then, I guess we'll keep questioning everything we remember.
Absolutely. It's part of
Yeah.
the fun, right?
Totally. This has been a fascinating chat.
Agreed? Thanks for diving into this with me.
Anytime. Now I'm off to double check all my favorite movie quotes.
Ha, good idea. Let's
Right.
see what else we've been misquoting all these years.
Sounds like a plan. Until next time.